here today is how to do some basic research from your computer at home using our Mantor library. So to get to the Mantor homepage, if you go to My Campus, you just click on the little beaver and it takes you right there. From here, there's several search features. So one is OneSearch, and OneSearch searches pretty much everything in the library system: books, videos, whatever you want. So let's say that you were searching for pandemic, and you can see right away that it's super broad. You're going to get everything from novels to a journal article on infectious diseases. So that can be helpful if you're just kind of wondering, what does the library have? So you can see 450,000 new newspaper articles. You can get a sense that there's a lot of this stuff in the different disciplines: public health, medicine. It might give you some sense of your search terms, but knowing, of course, that you don't have access to the library right now, I'm going to have you just go to databases and then select a commonly used database. The two that you might consider using are Academic Search Complete and JSTOR. I'm going to show you Academic Search Complete because it has some really nice features that are helpful. So you've got this Boolean search bar here. And the thing that's nice about these search engines is that they really they pull articles from all sorts of different publications that we subscribe to in all different fields. So as an undergraduate, in your basic classes, the Academic Search Complete is a really nice go-to source for doing research. One of the two things that you're definitely going to click right away is to limit your results to full text, because again, it might be hard to get anything. Librarians could email you things if we don't have access to them, but it will take a little longer than normal because things are sort of slowed down. And then click scholarly peer-reviewed journals, because sometimes this database has reviews or things like that that aren't scholarly or peer-reviewed. Now remember, scholarly and peer review, which are terms that we tend to use interchangeably, means that a specialist in his or her field wrote the article and then it was reviewed by a panel of their peers, right? So I wouldn't be writing something that goes to the Harvard Medical Journal because I am not a doctor of medicine. But everybody who writes something for the Harvard Medical Journal is some kind of doctor, and then it's reviewed by doctors and published that way. Okay? So you want to click those two. You can also limit by year, you can limit to publication type and things like that. You can limit by language, but let's just do that for now. And let's say that we're interested in disaster preparedness. Disaster preparedness and pandemic. Let's see what we've got. Only 27. This is really small. So we could broaden it, because I noticed that it gave us some other or epidemic or outbreak. Still a very small amount. Interest, so you can see we get PDF full text here. We have health systems resilience, reflections on the Ebola crisis. So I would just sort of look through these and remember to look past the first two. Most people, when they search Google, they only look at the top few searches, and it might not be what you're looking for. So this might be interesting if I'm curious about how people prepare. If I'm looking for how the Caribbean readies for potential cholera outbreak. When was this? Here's my PDF full text. I can click on it right there. And then you can read the whole text right here. And so it talks about how the H1N1 pandemic of 2019 provided important health lessons. And this is actually quite a short little article for a peer-reviewed journal, but it might be that it's what you're looking for. And if it is, you can click over here and save it right to your Google Drive. You can print it, you can email it to yourself, you can add it to a folder, you can cite it, and you can export, and you can also get the permalink. And this is really important because if you're looking for this again, you don't want to keep the link that's up in your search bar. You want to get the permalink to get back to it if you want to organize your research that way. Okay. So if you want to go back to your results list, because maybe once you look at this, it isn't actually what you were looking at, you can click up here and kind of keep looking. Oh, here you go. Maybe this is what you're really interested in. Disaster preparedness and response. Who will fund? And this is just from 2018. And sometimes you can even listen.
Disaster preparedness and response. Who?
It sounds a little robotic, but it's a nice tool for some of you. And you can read that there. So that's just a little bit about how to reach this tool. And so your assignment is in Brightspace. Have a wonderful day.